Hello, welcome in, Jerome's. And now, as we're wont to do sometimes, and probably do this a lot more in the off season, is that we would just open up a pack of football cards, zoom in, there we go, and then we just talk ish about the players. It's like, oh yeah, hey, that guy. And so I basically just picked these up from Target. This is Panini Contenders Football 2019, 8 cards per pack, as well as you can see you can apply to become a Super Bowl reporter to this Super Bowl, so it's probably a little bit too late for that. But you never know. But in the off season, we'll pick up some ones from Amazon and eBay, and we'll just get a little bit more diversified. There you go. Or I should get a PO box if you guys want to mail in packs of cards. I mean, why not? And get a PO box so that way I don't have to go out my home address because, yeah. I've been watching too much OJ lately. All right, so here we go. Ooh, first one out. Actually, there we go. First one out of the pack, Melvin freaking Gordon III. Now, yeah, captain holdout, captain injuries, captain. I want a new contract. Good luck with all that. Yeah, Melvin Gordon. I only have disdain for him because he's a Badgers running back, and you know the whole cycle of Badgers running backs in the NFL is like Ron Dane, John Clay. Was that his name back in the day? Michael Bennett. That one didn't work out. Then also, who else was there? Oh, the Patriots running back, who was like Super Bowl MVP. James White. Yeah, he's decent. But Melvin Gordon, I just really don't get because he's obviously talented, but also with Philip Rivers now gone in Los Angeles because they ain't gonna be on, they ain't gonna be hanging around. It's like, are you gonna build your offense around Melvin Gordon? Is that what you're going to do? Or do you just ride and die with Keenan Allen and Williams, which I would do that as opposed to paying a running back. Plus, Austin Eckler is a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I'm just talking about Austin Eckler. Yeah, he's legit stud. So if I'm the Chargers, I say screw it. I'm not paying Melvin Gordon. Get your Badgers bucks elsewhere. Ha! Next. All right, what do we got here? I don't like looking. I like sweating the cards a little bit. Ooh. Son of a bitch. All right, stupid Fletcher Cox in your stupid face. Stupid Cox all over the face. All right, so Fletcher Cox is one of those players that is so good, so underrated, except I hate them with a passion because they're on a team that I don't like. Yeah. Fletcher Cox is one of the best defensive interior linemen in the game. He certainly does not get his due, but also screw him. Screw him straight into the sun. All right, so season ticket. Wait, what was this other one? Oh, are these all season ticket ones? Okay, whatever. We don't even get good seats. We're in section 310. We're up in the nosebleeds with all the jabronis from Philly. Please. Also, let's leave the back because he went to Mississippi State, right? Sometimes it seemed like Cox spends the entire game in an opponent's backfield. Next. I'm done with them. All right, next. Who do we got? Ooh, who is that? I haven't looked. Oh, Earl Thomas. Earl Thomas, the tray. We got a little bit better seats. We're section 202 this time around. Now, Earl Thomas, back in the day, was focus. There you go. A bad mamma jamma. He was a legit great center fielder. His divorce with Seattle was really messy and I think was sort of uncalled for. But remember when Pete Carroll got the Seahawks job and getting out of USC before the sanctions, before the posse arrived, and then everyone's like, oh, he's obviously going to draft Taylor Mays. Taylor Mays is the best. Taylor Mays is awesome. Taylor Mays. And they took Earl Thomas. I was like, oh, you might know something because Earl Thomas is a way better safety because Taylor Mays, who, if you remember, spent some time on the Vikings for a cup of coffee because he is with Zimmer in Cincinnati. He was a legit tweener where he could certainly play in college just because his talent level was far and above that of some of the competition. But he wasn't a strong safety. He didn't have the coverage skills. He's too small to be a linebacker. So, like, where does he play? He is one of those classic tweeners. So it just didn't really work out. But, I mean, Earl Thomas is legit. Sort of glad he got linked up in Baltimore because he still has a lot of good football left to play. But also screw him. Next up, who we got? This one feels good. Son of a bitch. All right. Well, I can respect Brian Dawkins. Pride of Clemson. There you go. So even though it's the Eagles, Brian Dawkins was a bad mofo, like back in the day with like those Andy Reid's teams. That I just remember Brian Dawkins Got the huge guns, got the dark tinted visor, and just laying the wood all over the place. I love Brian Dawkins. I really respect him, even though he played for the Eagles, which is, just stupid. Yeah. In his Hall of Fame induction speech, Dawkins spelled out the blueprint to his legendary competitiveness. Listen, teammates, listen. I had a healthy dose of fear of letting you down. That's why I went so doggone hard. I never wanted to let you down. During his pro career as a 9-time Pro Bowl safety, he never did. That's touching. That's a good one. Next up. All right, who we got? Oh, ow. Captain, save my fantasy team bacon himself, Mike Evans. Section 2. Do any of these have good seats? I mean, they're all section 200s. I mean, come on, man. Come on, player. All right, so Mike Evans, probably, actually, take it back. Mike Evans might be the most frustrating player in fantasy football to sweat because, I mean, Godwin is coming into his own as a star in his own right. But Mike Evans, throughout an entire game, he'll have like 1 target, 1 catch, 4 yards, and then all of a sudden he'll bust like a 67-yard touchdown. And you're like, but yeah, it's rough. Whereas, how old is Mike Evans? I mean, he's certainly getting up there in age. Also, Mike Evans played at Texas A&M because remember all the hype around Johnny Football is like, oh, look at Johnny Manziel, just like Johnny Football out there. Oh, this 6-foot tall quarterback. Oh, look at him go. Oh, look at him go. It was Mike Evans that made Johnny Manziel. Like Johnny Manziel, stupid number 2 out there scrambling around back at College Station, Texas A&M. Soup pig? No. But all you do is scramble around and then like chuck it up. It's like, oh, Mike Evans, my 6'5", 240-pound receiver. Oh, he's making me look good. Oh, we beat Alabama, but really it was Mike Evans. Oh, all that stuff. And whatever. All right, next. If Johnny Manziel had ended up on the Vikings, I would have been really frustrated. But anyways, next. Oh, dun 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 dun. Patrick Jerome Mahomes, son of Twins legend Kevin Tampany. That's right. So, I love Pat Mahomes. We've gone through our conspiracy, or not conspiracy theory, but butterfly effect. If Taylor Heineke hadn't kicked in that glass door, the Vikings would end up with Pat Mahomes. And also, Mitchell Trubisky Ponder. Yeah, the fact that you traded up from 3 to 2 when no one was bidding against you to take Mitchell Ponder. No. Mitchell Trubisky Ponder. Yeah, nailed it. When you had Pat Mahomes and Deshaun Watson on board, how'd that work out? Yeah, how's that going for you? Now, I just as a football fan in general, I just love watching Pat Mahomes play. Also, I love watching Matt Moore beat my stupid football team, but whatever there. But Mahomes, 2 years in the league, he was MVP. 3 years in the league, he could already win a Super Bowl. And just think about it. Like, if he plays into his late 30s, early 40s, like what his career is going to be. I mean, that arm is legit. The accuracy is amazing. The leadership is uncanny. And it's just, I love Pat Mahomes. I just really do. So that's a good one. All right, next up, we got 2 to go. Oh, man. Section 222, Jared Goff. Now, this one makes sense because, I mean, the Rams are stupid in that they paid Jared Goff all that money because, like, well, Jared Goff took them to the Super Bowl. Bullshit he did. Sean McVay scheming that entire offense took the Rams to the Super Bowl, where Jared Goff is the epitome of a system quarterback, could easily be replaced. I mean, there's nothing that he really does that stands out and really shines from other quarterbacks. Because remember, Sean McVay, when he was in Washington, he had some of the best years of Kirk Cousins in Cousins' career up until this year when he had his best year. But the fact that I feel very strongly that you could take almost any quarterback in the league, plop him in a Sean McVay system, and McVay will scheme up a system that will cater to their needs, cater to their strengths, and you'll have a very viable offense. So the fact that Jared Goff is one of the highest paid quarterbacks in football just makes me vomit. Also, the fact that he was the number 1 overall pick, I don't know about that. That entire draft, Goff 1, Wentz 2. It's almost like it's hard to play quarterback in football or something. It's like there's 6.5 billion people on this planet, and there's only about 8 people on Earth who are good at playing quarterback. That's really about it, which is just, Insane. All right, last one. Oh, speaking of someone who is not one of the 8 people on earth who is good at quarterback, Dak Prescott. Section 235. We all have really crappy seats, but whatever. So Dak Prescott, speaking of quarterbacks that you should not overpay, Dak is certainly one of them. The fact that he's going to get $40 million a year just makes me vomit. Like, the fact that I'm here as a Vikings fan and making fun of other teams' quarterback contracts says a lot about other teams' quarterback contracts, because, I mean, Dak is the new Andy Dalton, where he is the prime meridian of quarterbacks that you think you can do better, but you think you could probably do worse too. And the fact that Dak put up so much gaudy garbage stats this year certainly doesn't help his cause. But, I mean, just in a high leverage situation, do you trust him? I don't. I really don't. And the fact that he's doing all this behind the best offensive line in football, with one of the best running backs in the league with Zeke, with one of the best wide receivers in the NFL with Amari Cooper, with one of the worst tight ends in the NFL in Jason Witten, and, you know, the fact that you're still average. I mean, yes, you put up these big stats, except they're all in garbage time. They're all in catch-up mode, a la Kirk Cousins last year. But where'd Goff go? All right, these two I do not trust. Yet these two are getting a massive dollars. This one, I trust him with my life, and he is on his rookie deal, even though he's eligible to get a new contract now. But, I mean, that's a lot of fun. Anyways, that's a pack opening. Panini Contenders Football 2019. There you go. I love the pack breaks. I love the pack openings because I just get to crap on basically every other team in the league. It's kind of great. But you know what to do. Subscribe, Venmo, Skull, production value.